Hi guys, welcome to Classic TV Facts and Trivia. Thank you for being here. Today's video is on Gary Sandy from WKRP in Cincinnati, one of the best shows that ever hit television in my opinion. But whatever happened to him? Whatever happened to Gary Sandy from WKRP? WKRP in Cincinnati was a popular enough show during its run on CBS from 78 to 82, but it deserved more acclaim, more accolades, and quite frankly, to run a lot longer than it did. WKRP in Cincinnati was one of those shows that really deserved to be considered an all-time classic. A frequent question that's been asked over the past couple of years is whatever happened to Gary Sandy, who played program director Andy Travis. For many, it seems like he just disappeared, dropped off the face of the earth. Well, I'm happy to report that nothing could be further from the truth. Well, before we get to Gary, let's talk about WKRP in Cincinnati a little bit. The entire cast was such a talented group of people. Among the best were Gordon Jump, played Arthur Carlson, and Jan Smithers played Bailey Quarters. But really, when you think about it, they were all great, including Gary's character. More coming to WKRP. He had a perfect record of turning around radio stations that were struggling. But with the crazy crew at WKRP, he definitely had his hands full if he wanted to keep that streak alive. Before WKRP in Cincinnati, Gary learned the ropes appearing on daytime television shows, including As the World Turns and Another World. At the time, many of them were aired live, and it was doing so old network soap operas that he's fostered a love for performing in front of a live audience. Gary also found guest star gigs on shows like Medical Center, Barnaby Jones, and Starsky and Hutch. And after WKRP, he continued to pay the bills by working on shows like Murder, She Wrote, and L.A. Law. Gary was always loved performing in front of a live crowd, so it's no surprise that he looked for opportunities to do live theater on Broadway whenever he could. In the early 80s, he took over for Kevin Kline after he left Pirates for Penzance, and then he joined a bunch of television legends, including the revival of Arsenic and Old Lace in 1986. He performed in the 1992 Los Angeles production of Chicago alongside fellow TV star Bebe Neuwirth. Even more recently, Gary had been performing on stage as a hard-boiled pulp fiction detective Mike Hammer. The play is staged in such a way that it presented as a live radio production from the 30s and 40s. Now, Gary roams the stage in character. The other actors actually perform as the radio cast in the studio, bringing the drama to life. 2023, Gary was honored with an award from the editors of Radio Inc. magazine for his influence on their industry. While appreciating the award, the ever-humble actor acknowledged that perhaps the most worthwhile recipient would have been WKRP and Cincinnati creator Hugh Wilson, who passed away in 2018. Speaking to journalist John Keiswider, at the time, he said, "It was the writing. It was all in the writing. Hugh Wilson was a genius." At the end of the day, perhaps Gary said it best. When people ask him where he's been, he simply replies, "I never went away." Always kind of wondered. And he'd been hanging around Kentucky as well. So I know he was in Lexington, Cincinnati, around Cincinnati, Ohio, in that area. I think he's got a horse farm, or he did in Lexington. But anyway, I thought this was interesting, and I hope you did as well. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like. If you have not, please like this video. I'd appreciate it. Have a great day, guys. God bless you. I'm praying for you.